Hey, what's up, y'all? I've been I've been sitting here waiting for the thing to go live. It's just been spinning around. So sorry about being a little late. And I was looking at so much stuff this morning. I'm still in my running clothes from earlier. It's not one of the shirts I would wear on stream, but t-shirt is a t-shirt. But I haven't. Listen, man, it is what it is. I haven't even showered after my workout. I went running and tried to come back in here and get some research done. So it is what it is. Life is life. As I always say, this is not NBC, CNN, Fox News. Just here to talk to you guys. But anyway, hopefully you guys had a good weekend. Um, Stuff is going to be interesting this week because it's a FOMC week, whatever you want to call it. The week usually always ends up, I'm start not ends up, but usually always begins this way. Sorry, let me get my words out. The volatility because they're supposed to be making some decisions on interest rates or whatever, and so it's just kind of the market reacting to that or trying to get ready for whatever decisions they're going to make on interest rates or whatever. Um, I'm getting ahead of myself even talking about this, but whatever it is, what it is. So the market's volatile because people are waiting for the interest rate decision. But I just, as I keep saying, I don't see the month running like that. And I'm gonna reiterate a lot of stuff today. I don't see the month running like that. But what I did say is if they were to give a reason or anything for the market to do a quick run and then drop, I would, because we getting kind of late now because we are a third of the way through. It's June 10th, depending on where you are in the world. June 10th. So we're a third of the way through. If we was going to get a quick run, I feel like it would have to be this week. I'm gonna look at the calendar again. Hold on. I feel like it would have to be this week because I feel like whatever run we get in the near future is going to be one more drop. Only thing I can say is maybe what if I was expecting the drop to be too big because institutional investors are here. We had a little one the other day, but it still wasn't enough to like scare people out. Just enough for people to be maybe a little uneasy about whether the market's going up and down, but nothing that would. I don't think that would scare people. Well, it doesn't scare me out. Maybe it scares y'all out. Um, but yeah, I'll say again that maybe they come up with some news this week to make it seem like we going on a bullish run, but I feel like they gotta drop it on our heads. And I know I've been saying that all of June being sideways, which has pretty much been. And when I say I'm not talking about Bitcoin, I'm talking about altcoins and all that stuff. So of course, some altcoins gonna run, some meme coins gonna run, but to say it clearly, it would have to run this week. I feel like it and drop on our heads. This week or at the beginning of next week. I fully feel like next week, the week of the 16th through the 22nd, has to be, to me, it has to be down or it has to be boringly sideways. So if we're going to get any kind of, still, I'm calling it a fake run. If we get any kind of fake run up to the upside, I feel like it has to be this week. Do I want to talk about that? I'm going to probably jump the gun and talk about something. But I feel like this week has to have a little, if they're going to do a run, it has to be this week, and next week has to be kind of sideways because I feel like that last week of June going into July is maybe where we can start getting some bullish news. Anyway, all that to say, I haven't even talked about Bitcoin yet, but all that to say, um, I don't, I don't think we're about to run here, and I don't know if they're gonna have a positive messaging on as far as interest rates. Either this is gonna be like, hey, we staying the same. He gonna say the same boring crap. I don't see them. I don't see them hinting at interest rates being dropped. I could be completely wrong because there's a lot of stuff lined up. Like I said, kind of has to. I feel like we're gonna get a run next month, but I don't see them doing it. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. I think it's probably gonna be this fall, winter, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. But I don't know. That's just my take. I just kind of jumped the gun on that. Let me say one last thing, and then I'm gonna move on because I haven't even talked about Bitcoin price, but y'all see it on the screen. You got your own phone. Um, Somebody asked me something um, in the group, and they were saying like, what are the indicators at the top of the market? How will we know when the top of the market is in? I have a couple of things that I think about where I try to figure that out and how to take profits along the way. And I said to the person that I know some really good traders in the space, and these guys, like three very well-known traders, like very, 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 very well-known and respected traders. And I know like three that are under the radar, but they still just as good, if some of them, if not better than the well-known ones. But they're not as famous or whatever. And none of them caught the top last. None of them. None of them caught the top last cycle. And so what I want to say to people is very simple. You can be right a couple of times when you talk about trading in the short term. You can have successful traders and all that. But let me tell you something. If you got Fibonacci's, if you got the RSIs, if you got all these trading tools, what makes you think they don't have them? They got the same tools. So that's why when I do my predictions, it's not that I'm trying to be better than anybody. I'm not trying to be smarter than anybody. I'm not trying to be different from anybody. But I don't go by that stuff, because if y'all all doing it, they can know what you guys are doing. They're looking at the RSI so they can know how to manipulate you and catch you off guard. Like they caught everybody off guard last cycle, and most people didn't take profits. I got so much money. I'm trying to get it out slowly. So they got all the different tools that you have. So you have to look at it different. You got to have your kind of your own thing. And I've been around enough to try to develop my own thing. So I've been talking, it's been like 5 or 6 months. I've been saying this for like 5 or 6 months. Hey, y'all, I think June's going to be sideways. They're going to try to blah, blah, blah in May. It's going to be sideways in June. And we probably can run to July, but don't expect too much. Blah. I've been saying this stuff. Nobody else has been saying it. So I sound like a complete idiot saying this stuff when nobody else is saying it. And it's not, like I said, I'm not trying to be like better than anybody or like I'm the only one who's right or whatever. But you got to have different stuff that you're looking at. And the last thing I want to say, I actually wanted to make a dedicated video to this, but I'm just rambling. But this is important. The last thing I want to say is you have short-term trading, and then you have long-term trading, which is when everybody's trying to figure out, okay, when is the market going to pump? When is alt season coming? When is Bitcoin going to lose its dominance? Everybody's doing that whole thing, right? And that's short-term. And then you have the long term when you talk about people trying to see how the cycle is going to look. And one of the main ones you see people talking about Wyckoff. And they're like, oh, look how it lines up with Wyckoff distribution, blah, 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 blah. So to put that together, people usually talk about market manipulation on the day. Like they talk about on the day, like, oh, today you saw a whale sold, or the whales are trying to move today and make you think this, that, and other. But my thing is, once again, if you have those tools, they do too. I feel like they are purposely drawn, like I said, the whole, which is, Wyckoff is supposed to be planned out. But I feel like they are, what I'm trying to say is I feel like they're planning how they're drawing out the Wyckoff. It usually probably aligns with events that are coming up. And that's how I try to view the market, with thinking about what events are coming up. And so where you think you following the charts or whatever, it's just them drawing it and making it how they want. All right, today for 3 weeks we gotta dump Bitcoin, and for the next 2 days we gotta pump it, and blah blah. And they're drawing the lines because they know you're following it, and then you're following it to a T, and you feel like a genius until the day they decide to change the pattern, and then that's how people get wrecked and dumped on. Why people got dumped on last cycle. Hopefully that made sense what I said. They are planning out it day by day, week by week, to draw the Wyckoff, so you feel like you know what's going on, and then that's when they rug pull you. At the end of the cycle. How did I even get on this? I guess just from conversations I had in the group. But anyway, what I'm saying is, do I look at the chart some days, hour charts, 4 hours? Yeah, sometimes I do. But for the most part, I keep telling you, I think about the macro. I'm not here to try to trade. I'm not a trader. I'm thinking about how we can make money over the entire cycle. So I'm usually looking at different events that's coming up. Okay, what are they saying over here? I'm paying attention to the FUD. I'm paying attention to the positivity or whatever, and trying to form my own conclusion. One thing I could say that I've always had since I was a child, I used to love like word problems in school. So my critical thinking is on. I used to downplay myself, but I'm not doing that anymore. My critical thinking is on a whole nother level. Doesn't mean I'm always going to be right or smarter than anybody, as I said, but my critical thinking is on a much higher level than most people. So I'm not usually looking at the charts when I'm talking to y'all about what I think can happen. I'm usually forming my own kind of thesis. Maybe I downplay. Maybe I could have wrote a book. I don't know, but I do try to have my own critical thinking, trying to figure out what's going to happen or whatever. But yeah, that was a whole tangent at the beginning. Usually my tangents are at the end, but whatever. Anyway, Bitcoin price 69.6. Blah 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 blah. Let's see what we on the 7 day. Because to be honest, I haven't been looking at it. I've been doing all kinds of other stuff. Um, oh, I didn't even see that. To be honest, can't lie, didn't even see that. So we were at 71.8. I would be paying attention to stuff. I didn't even see this big old drop. So that was a sharp drop there, and then we going sideways here, whatever. Like I said, these drops still not big enough for me. I feel like they gotta run it up 73, 74, then bring it back down. These drops ain't dropping for me, as they say. They not dropping. But anyway, going on. Gets to some of these stories. Bitcoin has a larger market cap than the top three banks in the world combined. JP Morgan, it's 574 billion. Bank of America is 311 billion. IC Bank of China is 268 billion. And Bitcoin is sitting at 1.37 trillion. Y'all know people don't like banks. None of us do. So I feel like, as I keep saying on this channel, we in the middle of history. And I'm not talking about a history of you becoming wealthy with your altcoins. I'm saying like this, we living in that shift of financial markets is going to be written in history, and even some of y'all, I don't think y'all realize it. Y'all just think we just here to make money, but this whole system is about to change. And I'm just grateful that we kind of understand what's going on. We paying attention. Let me just go ahead and knock this out the way. Let's not make this too political. It's just a thought I've been having. It says person passed away. I'll say that, of bird flu in Mexico. But from what I've been reading, it seemed like it was underlying conditions, and it wasn't because of this. But I'm just bringing this up, just like I try to get my group in altcoins early before other people are talking about them, so we're already holding the bags and not pumping other people's bags. I try to get news to you or stuff early, so you're already thinking about it, and so it's not catching you off guard. I'm not saying this is going to happen, but I'm wondering if they're going to try to run back some kind of some kind of virusy type thing for this next bull run coming up. And I'm gonna be short about this. Now, I've told y'all before, I feel like all this stuff was orchestrated. I know that falls in the lines of conspiracy and political whatever crap, but I feel like it's a ploy, like I said, for them to create the generational wealth every 100 years during the 20s, 30s, whatever. And there was handing out stimulus checks, thinking it was going to pump the stock market to whatever Valhalla. Then they found out about crypto. But I'm wondering, are they going to try to run it back? But I see a lot of people presenting the story as it was the bird flu. But from what I'm seeing, it was underlying conditions. So right now we in June, we still chilling, but be on the lookout between October and January. Coming up, if they try to. I'm not gonna say it because some of y'all start thinking too politically when we get into all that stuff. All I'm gonna say is this stuff be planned. That's what I'll say. And I'm gonna move on. I already talked about this. Interest rate decisions. We got FOMC meetings and speakers and all that kind of stuff this week. So the beginning of the week is probably going to be down. It's going to be a little bloody. So just so you guys know what's going on, so you realize why the market is doing this. So you're not, speculating why it might be happening. You know what's going on. It says Robinhood has surpassed $20 billion in overnight trading volume since launching Robinhood 24-hour market last year. And as people have been saying, if they would stop halting trading on GameStop, then they could have more volume. But they trash. So, I don't use Robinhood, but they can do more than this. But in line with what I was saying about, the generational shift we're going through right now, all the market's going to have to start doing is if they do want to try to compete, they're going to have to do this because crypto is 24/7. So, if they start halting trading, they can do more volume. So, whatever. Actually, I got something else to talk about volume later. What is this? All right. Now, most of the stuff I want to talk about today, to be honest, is mindset stuff. Talking with some of the people in the group over the weekend. I wish I got a chance to talk to more of you guys one-on-one verbally. But not saying just with these people. So not saying it's just these people and their minds are messed up, but it just gave me some things I was thinking about. And I also saw a lot of people talking about mindset stuff today. And some of these I'm going to try to go through quickly and not ramble too much. But this one says rotational capital is part of how these cycles work. It's short-term phenomenon. Markets are a phenomenon. Markets are smart and capital just chases liquidity. Meme tokens is where the current liquidity is at, but dumping future blue chips like Tau, Injective, Solana, and for the likes of Brad and Normie is pretty silly. So what I say to my group is this is true. Like, even though I've stated months ago. I think I was one of the first. I'm pretty sure I was one of the first to say, "Hey, meme coins is going to be a narrative this cycle." But with that, you've got to freak. Let me tell you, this is going to be one of the most important streams. We're not talking about a lot of news and big stuff, but most of this mindset stuff. Everybody says they're not going to do it. I don't care if it is a meme token that I talked about. I don't care how bullish I said I am on the meme token. I don't care how bullish the meme tokens are performing. Do not dump your entire portfolios and half of your portfolios in these meme tokens because you just want to be the next Elon Musk or whatever. You still have to diversify. Anything can happen with these tokens. I still got some news. I'm going to talk about a project that even shocked me that is not looking good right now. So y'all need to stay tuned. So no matter how, but make sure you are putting in this market as a whole for your entire portfolio and individual plays what you are willing to lose. You can't be too bullish on one project when you like this is 50% of my portfolio. And people gonna try to think I'm not gonna this is not me being petty and targeting any particular person. But I'm gonna tell you straight up, any influencer is a dummy, idiot, stupid if they are telling you to put 50% or more of your portfolio in any single token. They are bamboozling you and they are dumb investors. I'm gonna say it. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. You should not be putting more than 50% in any token. That to me, that's including Bitcoin. Because where are you gonna make your return at? I even see, I would say 50%. 50% Bitcoin is where I draw the line. 55, 60% Bitcoin, I'm not with that. I'm just not with it. But especially for some of these other altcoins, man, you're talking about putting 50% more. I see people saying 80, 90, 70%. I don't care how bullish it is. I don't care who the team is. They could have a board with Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Ray Dalio, Warren Buffett. All of them could be leading the project. I don't care. I'm still not putting 70% or 50, 60, 60% of my portfolio in one token because what happens when something goes wrong with it? And we use examples like Luna, Terra Luna or whatever. Like some of y'all, everybody can trash Luna now. Everybody can talk trash about it. It was stupid. Say how you knew, but you lying. I remember how bullish people was on Luna before all this stuff happened. Everybody likes to talk hot crap in hindsight when they already saw it happen. Nobody was saying this. No, I ain't gonna lie. I saw two people that I do respect that they said they didn't like it, seemed Ponzi-ish or whatever, and some of the stuff. But most everybody was like bullish on it. Pump it, pump it, pump it. It was, and then it crashed. So you should not be putting more, than 50, 60% of, especially in the altcoin. I'll give it to you on Bitcoin. I'll give it to you on Bitcoin, especially if you got a lot of money, you want a low risk asset or whatever. But when you start pushing 60, 70%, even for Bitcoin, I just think, what are you here for? Anyway, but when we talking about altcoins, and when I say altcoins, I don't care if it's Solana, Ethereum, any of those, it just shouldn't be. But anyway, I kind of got on a tangent. But what I'm saying is, even with these meme coins, no matter how bullish I am, and you like, man, but this could do I've set the numbers on some of these, like, yeah, this meme coin could do blah, 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 or this utility play, this AI coin, this blah, 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 whatever. Please monitor yourself. You got to monitor yourself. I'm not your daddy. I can't come over your house. I don't even know half of y'all. I don't know most of y'all. Only in my group, I probably know 6 of y'all that I know. The rest of y'all, I don't know. Can't come to your house with a belt. Can't put a weapon to your head. I can't make you do anything. And like people say, you understand that I'm presenting the projects to you that I find that I feel are good and stuff, but I can't make you buy it. So even to be honest, even with the credit of saying I want to help people this cycle, like how much credit can I take? Because it's still up to you to make the purchase or whatever. And then, as I said in the thumbnail, some of y'all get bored and you start moving out of stuff. Like this thing is saying, y'all start becoming 50% of meme coins. I know meme coins is going to be a narrative, and it's pretty high. A lot of people would say this high, but is high. But I'm not trying to push like past 20%. It's getting a little crazy after a while. So don't start dropping all your utility plays and be having 60% of your portfolio on meme coins because you're like, they can do high returns and you think you know what you're doing, and stuff. Even with my plays, you're like, well, it's 60% of my portfolio, but they all your memes though. Still no. It's a no for me. Realize you want to have utility plays that can do these numbers, and you can just put a little in these meme coins, and hopefully they go to Valhalla or whatever. But you got to limit yourself because you can get very disappointed. I'm gonna talk about one project right now that I'm talking about. This one shocked me. Y'all gonna be in for a shock. I'm not trying to make you wait. It's just not on the list to talk about now, but we gonna get there. But it shocked me. But anyway, like I said, don't start dumping your utility plays and just jumping all into meme coins. We can find some good ones or whatever, but don't jump all the way in. This is another point. I'm trying to show you that other people are saying this stuff too, not just me. This guy says if you said in 1950 that everyone will fly in the next 50 years, you would be completely and absolutely correct, right? But if you bought airline stocks, you would vastly underperform the index. You can be directionally correct about some tech adoption and still not make money investing in it. I've been saying this for a long time. I keep telling y'all, whether it's utility plays, layer ones, uh, AI, blockchain, um, gaming, whatever it is, you do not have to be in the most popular projects. Since that's what some of y'all get, delusional. You like, but everybody's talking about it's the hottest project. Look at the amount of X's you can make on this though. I'm here to make astronomical money. So you can fully be not in I can't say it that way. But what I'm saying is you can miss some of the most hype and top projects and still make a lot of money in the market because a lot of these ones that people are trying to shield because they don't know anything else and they're like, oh, Alex Becker said it. Therefore, to make their group think they got some alpha when it's just because Alex Becker said it. Let me say this. Alex Becker's a cool guy, right? But y'all be putting too much. Y'all put like I put some weight on him, right? I give him some credit, but some of y'all put way too much weight on it. I can fully say yeah, it's gonna be arrogant, but I don't give a crap. Uh, Now, people like Alex, he's got money, he's known, he's gonna get those phone calls, he's gonna get those text messages. They're gonna let him know. But I can fully say that I know about a bunch of projects that Alex don't know about, and I even some of the ones that he called, I like called him before he called him. So don't put so much weight on some of these influences and stuff that y'all be thinking like, well, he said it, therefore it's gonna be blah blah blah. Yeah, it's probably gonna do well, but you can do well probably in some other projects or whatever, and that's why it takes so long doing the research that I do. Like I'll tell you, I talk to some of the people that know me from my other lives or whatever, and the other stuff I do. And they're like, you spend how much time studying this stuff? Mind you, they already think crypto's a scam as it is, but I can, you can change your life with this stuff. Overall, the music industry, the film industry, everything is changing. Some people are delusional, or maybe they just can't see it. I still see people still have the same excitement um, about the music industry and film industry, and I'm just like, dang, these people really don't realize that it's not the same thing. It's not the same opportunities anymore. Same as financial markets, we're in a big shift when it comes to that. So I spend a lot of my time in crypto researching this stuff. One thing I would say, like, we made some money on these. I probably shouldn't be saying this on the channel, but whatever. I see them still developing, but I've kind of, I was early in on Bull, and I'm stepping away from it. I think I'm picking up some other projects. Uh, Domi was way before Alex or anybody was talking about. They had already got that made. I think, yeah, I got that under a million market cap. We got that under a million market cap, much under a million, to be honest. So not this is not to say I'm better than Alex Becker. Yeah, see what dude's talking about or whatever. But some people even don't even know what angle he's coming at. I probably said too. Let me whatever. I'm gonna say it. So even with some of these, I keep telling y'all, and it's not just him. Some of these projects they be shilling are just to gain liquidity right now, and then you have people thinking like they're like, okay, my group is new. They don't know what I know. Becker said blah blah blah, so I'm gonna shill it. Don't shill it because he's just using it for liquidity right now, and they're gonna forget about those projects down the line. And I saw him like shill like 3 projects, and I know for a fact. When I say for a fact, I mean for a fact, like put money on the line that these are made up projects that they probably just using for liquidity right now. And then when they start dumping, you can give the excuse that they just dumping because the market's dumping. All right, you see if they come back or not. So, but anyway, sometimes I put too much weight, and that's even for me. You got to do your own research. Don't put all this weight on like, oh, well, Zoe said it's good, and I think Zoe knows this stuff or whatever. Sometimes y'all be lazy and don't do your own research. Anyway, I went on a whole tangent from this little airplane thing, but it's true. You don't have to be in the top projects to make money. You can greatly underperform. You can be right. Yeah, that one is going up, but you can underperform other stuff. What is this one right here? Do I want to talk about this one? I was reading it. Hmm. I might push this one down. I don't know if I was just reading that myself or I wanted to have that on the live. I may have just left the window open. This one, I mean, obviously, I've been talking about this even before the news came out that China looks like they're really making. I want to dig more into this, and this is for you guys too. Like I know some of you said you come to the stream to listen, see what I'm saying about the news, but you got to do your own research. That China does seem like they're making moves to really start opening China back up to crypto. One, like our country needs to start making some moves because nobody wants to be last in this race. Before it was scam internet money and all, it was just us stupid people that was in crypto. Now everybody is realizing this is the next wave. This is actual technology, and no country wants to be left behind. So they got a whole lot more people than the states, and the states is acting real stupid with regulations and all this stuff right now. And that's because they don't even care. They just want to make their top 1% and they big dog friends rich or whatever, while scaring retail away, not realizing that you're weakening the entire country and in our economy by not trying to lift up all your citizens. They don't even care that only a few people are rich. As I was talking to somebody about in the group, like there's no reason that the state should have as much of a homeless population as they do. And then they try to chalk it off, and especially when people get in their little political circles, try to chalk it off as these people just don't work hard. People are lazy. These people made bad decisions. No, I know people when I say I know people, like personally know people who are um, what am I trying to say? Coding engineers and all that kind of stuff that got laid off and stuff like this. These people went to school. They are hard workers. They're very smart, very intelligent people. And sometimes they end up homeless, sleeping in their cars, some of them without their cars or whatever. Because this country is, what you call it? Individualism. Like, between just watching social media, being in the crypto space with what all the people that scamming, people only care about themselves. Like we don't even try to work together, help each other. I just like, as long as I'm making it up, we don't collectivism is what I'm trying to say. We don't think about collectivism. I think I'm saying it right. It's just all about individualism, realizing that you're sinking everybody. So when you got people run up to you, busting you in the head and breaking in your house to steal stuff, then that's when people want to care. Like, oh my gosh, like, yeah, some people are crooks and they don't want to work and steal from people, but you kind of got to think. Now, this talk, see, this is why people don't like talking to me, because I'm never on one side. I always try to walk the middle. I'm never too far left, too far right. Yeah, there are lazy people that abuse entitlements and social security and welfare and all this kind of stuff. But you got other people who've been pushed into these situations. You've been backed in the corner like a wild dog, and they like, well, what else am I supposed to do? Because you did sin. I don't care what nobody says. I'm on a whole tangent here. I really don't even care. Then you send these people to school and you tell them that it's an education system, but you're really trying to make them stupid. You want them to just be your worker. You don't want them to be smart and intelligent. So when you create a bunch of stupid people, you create people who are gonna do stupid stuff. They're gonna run into stores and rob people and run into ice cream shops that don't even have probably more than $400, and you rob the ice cream shop. Like what? Why are you robbing an ice cream shop for $400? Like but you've backed these people into a corner. Yeah, let me get off this tangent because I'm gonna make somebody mad. But anyway, as I was saying, China's about to open up to crypto. A lot of money to flowing in. We gonna see the steps they're taking. I can't say whether it's gonna be short term or long term, but it is what it is. Let me move on because I don't want to get too far down in that. Let me talk about this one from a whole different angle. This is important stuff. I'm talking about a lot of important stuff today, mindset stuff. I see a lot of idiots talking about dilution and what's the other term? Dilution and pretty much dilution. Listen, I've been saying this since probably the first week I ever streamed on this channel. There are so many people talking about dilution and they don't know what they talking about. Somebody was like, they was like, yeah, pushing all these projects with this high dilution. A lot of, let me see, I want to make a dedicated video of this. Somebody gonna try to steal this, but just because you see something, I'm gonna use round numbers as I did when I was talking to a person in the group. Just because you see round numbers, I'm not round numbers. Just because you see high dilution between circulating and fully diluted does not mean there's a lot of dilution in the project. And so many people are blindly running around talking about, like, I'm not getting that. Look at that dilution. And yes, I understand the VC's been dumping on our heads, and that's a whole thing. The cycle. But when I say I feel like 85% of people that don't know what they're talking about when it comes to dilution, it's just ridiculous. Like, so they'll see something. It said, I'm just using round numbers, right? What's a better number? I think 5 was a better number for me to use. They'll see something at 5 million market cap circulating. And then they'll see the fully diluted is 100 million. And they'll be like, that's a trash project. Look at that. 20x dilution. Those VCs not fooling me. Once again, I understand the VCs have been fooling you, but sometimes you got to do deeper research. So once again, the argument becomes it's a 5 million circulating, it's 100 million fully diluted. And people automatically say, look at this stupid project. I'm not investing in that crap. It's just going to be dilution upon dilution upon dilution, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to make no money. What you did not do is go look at the vesting schedule and see that I'm going to use round numbers once again. Let's say if there's 5% out on the market right now, I'm gonna say, let's say the market goes to, I don't know if it does, but let's say that our target, we think the market is going to end. What is wrong with me right now? We're in 2024. Let's say we think the market is going to end January 2026. Y'all heard that? We think the market is going to end January 2026. All right. Today we have 5% of the tokens on the market, right? And what y'all are looking at is 5 million circulating and 100 million fully diluted, thinking there's a 20x in dilution, right? Meaning, damn, I got to do something. I'm trying, because I got so much in my head. I can do the math in my head, but whatever. I'm going to use the calculator. Damn, I just almost tore up my keyboard. So what happens is, actually, some people don't even do this math. So I'm about to teach y'all a lot here. Everybody should be on this live. So anyway, so let's say it's a 5 million market cap. Keep up now. You can go back and watch it and rewind. It's a 5 million market cap. Circulating, fully diluted is 100 million, right? So people think that means there's 20x dilution, which means there's a 20x difference in fully diluted and circulating. So what they're telling you is, hey man, if you're 5 million coin here, bro, that you think you're gonna make the money on is because it's a low market cap. If it goes to $1 billion, they tell you that you're thinking you're going to get a 200x, right? So that's what the math is. If this 5 million market cap goes to $1 billion, that's a 200x. But what they're telling you is, hey man, you're wrong because it's got a bunch of dilution, man. You don't know what you're doing, right? They're saying it's 20x dilution because the circulating is 5 million and the fully diluted is 100 million. You don't know what you're doing, man. It's a whole bunch of dilution. You're going to get dumped on. So they're telling you that it's 20x dilution. So your 200x now becomes divided by the 20x dilution. They're telling you, man, all you're going to get is a 10x. You don't know what you're doing. These people are stupid. They don't know what they're talking about. Let me show you how it works. So you got a 5 million market cap circulating, and then you have fully diluted being, you have the fully diluted at 100 million. Hopefully y'all keeping up. There's a lot of numbers, I know. So they're telling you it's a 20x difference, but that's not how it works. So what happens is, that's just the chart saying is if all the tokens are on the market, it would be a 20x dilution. Okay. But that's not what we usually see a lot of times. So I would say for some of them, say if we got, are y'all keeping up? I don't even know if y'all keeping up. Listen, y'all can rewind. So say we got 5% on the market at a 5 million market cap. By January 2026, that 5% on the market becomes 15% on the market. So only another 10% is coming out. Your dilution is only 3x. And you got all these dummies with big channels, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all think, oh, Zoe just started his channel, small channel, bro. I'm much more knowledgeable than most of these guys. I be seeing some of the biggest of people talking about dilution. And I'm like, what are you saying, bro? Why are you telling these people don't even know what they're talking about? So anyway, in no particular token in mind, I'm just trying to use round numbers so y'all understand. So now you have this 5 million market cap token. Let's say if it gets to $1 billion, that's a long ways to go. I'm just using round numbers so you understand the math. It goes to $1 billion. Excuse me, y'all. So it's 5 million now, right? So that 5 million to $1 billion is a 200x change in market cap, right? In market cap, but we did have a little dilution, but we did not have the 20x dilution that these other idiots are talking about. We only had a 3x dilution. Therefore, your 200x change in market cap divided by only 3x dilution is a 66x. But you got all these other people telling y'all like, you're not gonna make it. You only gonna get a 10x. That was alpha, y'all. I don't care what nobody says. I gotta make that video. Everybody gonna be trying to explain this to their group now like they came up with it, but y'all know where it came from. But anyways, that was a whole tangent. I was bringing this up because of what I was saying was you got some of these unlocks coming up, but they're not much. They like that's what I was bringing up. They're like 2%, 3% of the market cap, 4% of the market cap. But anyway, wasn't expecting that tangent to be that long. Oh, we had 35 minutes already. Whatever. Good stuff. I think it's good stuff. Do I want to talk about this one? I'm gonna talk about this one last. Let me push this one down here. What is this one? Oh, let's talk about this one. This is the darkness. So this is what I'm talking about. How do I want to address this? I know what the story is, but I'm trying to think how I want to address it. Um, like I was saying earlier, no matter how bullish you are on the project, sometimes you have to limit how much you get of a certain project. You can't be like, I'm so bullish on this project, I'm gonna make it 30% of my portfolio. I know it's easy to do. Some of y'all have done it. Y'all ain't gonna tell me y'all did it, but I know some of y'all have done it with a certain project, however, because you're bullish on it, right? So this project, I did not get into this project. I didn't see the return for me, and I did look ahead at some things that I just talked about. But I'm not okay. Listen, y'all. I'm not knocking this project. I'm not flooding the project. I know a lot of people like it or whatever. But this one is Echelon Prime. But apparently, there has been some trouble in the camp, as people say. I haven't dug fully into the story. Um, but it seems like pretty much listen, as I just said, I have not looked fully into the story, but what I'm seeing is kind of like one of those things with the teams getting tokens or whatever, and the vesting schedule is just not the best or whatever. And so people caught wind of some. Oh, I didn't even pull this chart up. Let me my bad, y'all. Let me pull it up over here. Put it this way: the token dumped, and then the market cap just extremely increased. Like, I mean, it had an extreme increase. Am I lying? Because I swore the market cap of this it wasn't as high. I feel like it's just doubled. I'm trying to pull it up. My bad. So yeah, anyway, they caught wind of this and the joint dumped from like, it was like, wasn't it like 20 something dollars? It was like 20 something dollars and it dumped down to like $11. So that's a 50%, loss that people have had um because of this whole thing or whatever. I really don't want to, like I said, dig into it and be like, trying to FUD the project. And, I don't want to call nobody scammers of the team and none of that. I see a lot of stuff, a lot of people pissed off, because they woke up and saw a dump because it was like, oh, this is going to be one of the best projects. It's gaming plus AI or whatever. Once again, that's why I said, not all the times you got to be in the top projects that everybody's talking about or saying it's going to be, like, oh, this one's more secure because they got more backers and there's a bigger market cap and all that kind of stuff. I still only put a certain percentage of my portfolio and stuff. Because another thing is, when y'all be sometimes be crying about altcoins, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say that condescending, but yeah, whatever. Sometimes y'all be crying about altcoins bleeding. Let something that's 800 million market cap bleed and see how long it takes to recover. As I keep saying, the price you pay for a tremendous upside is volatility because a little bit of money can move that token up a lot, just as a little bit of money can drop that token, right? So imagine y'all complaining about some altcoin that's maybe 30 million, 40 million, and then it dropped down to 27 million. You're like, oh man, I lost 40% of what I put in it, whatever. But it's a quicker journey to go back to where you entered at, right? Or to still have upside. And you in the altcoin is 800, 600 million market cap. You watch and see how long that thing takes to recover. And then trying to get more X's off that or whatever. So I just realized a lot of people don't really understand this market the way they do. And some of the stuff y'all be complaining about sometimes ain't worth complaining about. What you watch the chart, you see the chart, watch and see how long it takes them to get back. It's a bullish project. A lot of people like it, so maybe it doesn't take as long, but it's still it's a little trouble in the camp now. Some people, I've seen people on Twitter like, man, I'm F prime. I've been holding blah blah blah, and this is not, so this is all the stuff you got to watch out for. Versus what I say to my group is, yeah, we degen. Versus you get in the project, a low market cap, maybe something gets flooded and it goes down, but your upside is still there. Therefore, by the time you reach this 800 million market cap or billion or 2 billion market cap, you've already taken enough profits. If some FUD does come out that you're like, oh man, that's messed up. I thought I was gonna ride this to the top, but at least I made something on it. Versus this happening right now, and now you just like, you got to go find another project. As I see some people saying on Twitter, some people is not bothering at all. They like, I don't care, I'm still bullish on it. But they kind of got slapped with the okie doke here. So I'm gonna dig into the story later. But that's a sharp drop there. I wasn't even expecting any kind of thing to happen with Echelon Prime like this, but it is what it is. Let's talk about this one also. I'm almost done here. We get to your comments, questions, and concerns, and maybe if you want to whatever. Um, so I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. Y'all should know why. Y'all see me. Y'all know how I talk on the stream. I'm not messing with any of the Tate's tokens. I don't like the names. Specifically of one of his tokens. Secondly, I don't trust dude like that. Mostly, I don't like the name of the doggone token. So I am going to FUD the token. I surely am. So a lot of people are like, it's Tate. It's going to do crazy numbers. And it could. But what I will say is a lot of people point out that the volume in the token, which is why when a lot of people look at projects, they want to see how much volume is in the token and see how much people are interested in the token. A lot of the volume on the tokens has been fake because it's just been one big wallet, like just going in and out of the token, trying to create volume. A lot of projects do this. It's not the only one that does it, but yeah, I don't. He playing with the wrong one. If y'all think I won't say this to his face, I definitely will. I don't think y'all know me because I don't think you didn't have to name the token that. This is trash, man. I don't like that. So yeah, your volume fake. Anyway, fake volume. Anyway, so we got this here. I'm listen, and I tell y'all, full disclaimer, hand on the Bible, on my relative's grave, I do not hold any of this token, but I will say, she doing it right. They say she just, I think she did have some kind of, maybe I should read the article. I always just, because sometimes I don't even want to read the whole article. But anyway, Iggy Azalea's mother, meme coin, surges 30% on mobile company announcement. The meme coin will allow holders to purchase smartphones and mobile phone subscriptions in the newly relaunched company, because she had this company before. Iggy Azalea's launch mother token has surged after the surprising utility announcement. Holders of the mother meme coin will be able to purchase mobile phones and monthly cell phone subscription plans from Azalea's relaunch of her old telecommunication company. She kind of beat me to it because this is kind of stuff I was planning to do in the future that I feel like a lot of people should have been doing versus these celebrity scam meme tokens. But, these celebrities don't be knowing that the devs are scamming them. They have no idea what's going on. But so far, hers is doing well. I mean, where is it now? I don't plan on getting in it. And I would say this. Oh, no, this is the point I was bringing up. It was not that she's doing the right thing and that she's got the mobile company. My thing is, and I fully say on stream, so some of y'all probably saying, hey, do you regret? I do not regret not getting in this token. I don't care how much it's flown, because sometimes that's why I keep saying you gotta have discipline. And from what I know, all the celebrity tokens have been rugged. So why would I take that chance when I can take a chance on something else that I feel I can do well or whatever? So I have no regrets about not getting in this token or whatever. I've got some of the same X's on this. I think so far at the most, well, not at the most, because I haven't looked at the deck screener, but for the most part, people around an 18x on this. I've got more than that on some other stuff, so I don't regret it. But I'll just bring it up. She is doing it right. My only thing is, I don't know. I still don't know about putting her likeness in. It's not her name on the token like how Soldier Boy did. I think that was dumb. They did the whole mother thing or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how the SEC sees that or whatever. But anyway, is this the last? No, it's not the second to last thing. Second to last. What is that? Oh, third to last. No, I'm probably skip this one. It's just saying how meme coins are, regular people's hopes at getting some riches or whatever. Which one of these I want to talk about last? I'm gonna talk about this one. So I heard some crazy, because I know I'm always in Solana ecosystem, but I didn't. What am I trying? I got too much in my head. I didn't keep track of it. But anyway, so we got the whole base thing with the base having their smart wallet coming out, and people like, it's gonna be a base summer. Yo, I'm trying to say Solana ain't with the games, man. They with it. If you do it, they gonna do it. So a lot of people already degening on Solana because it's cheap, it's easy to access. And really, even for the new people, even though it's steps for new people to learn, it's really just buy Solana. You buy Solana, and then you buy the meme tokens or whatever you want to degen into. Base does have that extra step of you buy ETH and you got to make sure the ETH is on base. But they are saying they're going to make it easy with the Texas and stuff. So we're going to have to see how it goes. But anyway, what I'm saying is Solana also is bringing out this smart wallet. Y'all, they killing it. They got, I probably shouldn't say that on stream, but they got, they already got Jupiter. They got the Phantom wallet. Now they about to come out with this smart wallet. Also, same as base. It has no seed phrase, two-factor recovery and all this stuff. So, Solana with it. They go on toe for toe. If you do it, they going to do it. So man, it's gonna be crazy. Like I don't know how much base is gonna take some because people normies are going to on board to Coinbase and all that kind of stuff. But Solana with it, they ready for the competition. Not to mention, even though his token rug, which I kind of knew it was, with Soldier Boy, Iggy Azalea, she's onboarding people to Solana, Jupiter, Phantom Wallet, that kind of stuff. So Solana's already got them working for them. Base doesn't have any like celebrities that's really, what I'm saying? Maybe it's coming in the future. I'm not trying to I'm just saying Solana doing their thing is what I'm saying. So they got a smart wallet coming out as well. And the last thing I'm gonna say what this guy said, gumshoe is a name, funny name. Said things you don't do in the next few weeks. And I've been saying this, leverage trade. I don't think you should ever leverage trade because y'all be gambling. You can lose a lot of money leverage trading. People do it because they think, it's a faster way to make money, but it's not the game to play. I saw somebody else talking about a lot of people that's been on the sideline because they used to the other cycles. I've been saying this whole cycle. I'm like, I know that we had 30 and 40% drops in the past, but it's too much of regular trade fi in here right now. You got BlackRock. We can't see those types of drops. Their investors are not used to seeing that. So the big drops this cycle are really like 15% drops. I mean, I don't even remember how many 20%, 25% drops we've seen. I think I saw one 22 to 24% drop. The rest of them are like 10 to 15. So those are kind of like the big drops now. These people coming from stocks and regular trade, they losing their mind when they see a 12% drop in Bitcoin. They gotta turn it on defibrillators. They got the brown paper bags. They hyperventilating when they see 12% drop. I'm just looking at 12% drop like, nah, that's not big enough, man. I don't believe it. So anyway, a lot of people that's been sitting on the sidelines, they trying to leverage trade now to catch back up, but don't leverage trade. Don't trade your core positions. That's what I keep saying. Like, yeah, we talking even but Zoe, you've been talking about meme coins. Zoe should not know. Don't take out your core positions. Make sure you put a little bit in some of these meme coins or whatever. Don't try to, like I said, don't try to get Warren Buffett wealth off these and throwing 50% of your portfolio on the meme token. And like I said, yeah, I've been saying this to you. It says you can spend days in the trenches, but still be actually losing money because you like I said from the thumbnail, you get bored and you're like, ain't nothing going on. I got to go gamble on meme tokens. Sometimes you just sit there, come and talk to the group, talk to other people in the group, talk to Zoe, watch the stream. It's going to be boring, but you'd rather be bored than broke because I've seen a lot of people lose all their money on meme tokens. I was talking to somebody and I'm not going to say your name, but you were saying, hey, man, Zoe, I got bored. And I kept thinking I was putting a little in these meme tokens and trying to chase the one, but I kept losing on them. And that's what we call, my lady talks about this a lot too with gaming and mobile phones, microtransactions. That's how you lose money. What was it? What was the number? I think she said, what was it? She probably know what I'm talking about. I think it's $27 a day you have to spend. A lot of people do that. You on your lunch break, you go out to eat at some kind of half fancy, not a fancy, but a half fancy restaurant for lunch break, and then something on the way home. I think it's spending $27 or $30 a year. A day, which a lot of people do without knowing it, is $10,000 a year. And a lot of people wondering why I'm broke. I can't pay my bills and I'm not making money. That $27 a day, all it takes to waste $10,000 a year. So sometimes it's just your spending habits or whatever. But anyway, those little, what you think, I'm just putting $10, $20 in every single meme token I see, like you losing money, just find a couple that are good. So, it's going to be boring, y'all. It's probably going to be bored, but just chill and ride this out. Anyway, I feel like this, let me be honest, y'all. I thought this was going to be a boring live because I cut out like half of the stuff I had up here to talk about, but I feel like this was a great live. I feel like it was a great live. I don't know how you guys feel about it. And to be honest, I was going to make a video. I'm still do the thing on it, but I just see so many people talking about dilution incorrectly that it's getting on my last nerve. So anyway, I had to address that. What we got here? Azzy said, good morning. Good morning, Azzy. How you doing? Good Monday. It is a good Monday. I'm be honest. I should have known my head it's just a day. I forgot it was Monday. Azzy said, no, you're not. No, you're not. So Andrew Tate stole the show this weekend. He's gonna launch. I don't care what Andrew Tate launches, man. I'm not messing with dude. He been acting quacky lately, and it's not. Let me say this too, so y'all don't think it's just like. Listen, I'm gonna just be honest. I'm not from the generation of or a person that gets offended easily, but that's just too vulgar. What he's named his meme tokens or whatever. That and it's not even that. So it's not. I want y'all to think like, oh, Zoe got offended, and man, I don't be caring. But the thing is, you acting so unhinged that I don't know what you're gonna do, and also mentioning the fake volume on the token or whatever. And people think, man, this token got a lot of volume. So people, it's not a lot of volume on it. It's fake volume. But the way he's been acting unhinged and just saying crazy, ridiculous stuff. And see people saying, and I know y'all probably gonna say, well, Zoe, when you act this way, it gets a lot of engagement. He's just doing it for that reason or whatever. Even still, man, it's just like, so how do I know you're not gonna become unhinged and rug the token or whatever? And him showing how much of the supply he has of some of these other ones or whatever. I'm not messing with the Tate tokens. I can make money other places. But I mean, if that's what you want to do, it's not financial advice. You can do what you want to do. But after he named that one token, what he did, I'm done with him. Done with guy. Indigenous said Grand Rising Zoe and crew. Grand Rising to you as well. Yeah, I'm with. I usually read the comments too, but I tried to go. I'm not going to go down the line of talking about syntax and all that kind of stuff, but yeah, I will say with you, Indigenous, that we have to, monitor what we're saying. Morning. So I'm with that and stuff, but I'm usually reading people's comments and stuff, and I try to leave it on. But yeah, Grand Rising to you as well. Blackmore fam saying good morning, great weekend. Great weekend stop. Wait, what you mean by that? Am I reading this correctly? Good. Great weekend stop. You might have to reiterate that. Faith and Chaos said, hey, Zoe, what's your take on tomorrow's FOMC meeting? Could we see a final shakeout if Jerome is hawkish? Job report still looks strong. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, a lot of people don't even know, it's the FOMC week, and we got the meetings and stuff. The week is always probably going to start downish because they wait to see what's going to happen and everything. For my multiple reasons, I've named a few, but I haven't named all of them. But for multiple reasons, I just keep saying I don't see the market really running until at earliest late this month, going into July. So I don't see them pull out any bullish news. I feel like if anything, the rates stay the same. I don't see them going up or down. I could be completely wrong. We can get, smacked up, but we already hold them. We got stuff in our portfolio. I don't see him giving any positive news. And I'm just more so of the mindset now. I'm more so of the mindset now that July could run based on other positive news outside of FOMC, the Fed, interest rate cuts, and the macro and all that kind of stuff. I feel like the markets can run in June, but I don't think that's going to be the catalyst for it. That's just my thoughts. I think at earliest maybe they do some rate cuts in the fall. More so, like a lot of people saying they think it's just going to be, because we started the year with. I'm sorry, I got so much in my head I can't finish the sentence. I'm sorry, but we started the year with people saying they thought we was going to have 6 interest rates cuts. Now they're saying we're down to 3. It'd be crazy if we only get like 1 in the fall, maybe 2. But I feel like they're saving that for after the presidential election when the next president is in office. And then it's like, bam, rate cut. Oh, we going crazy bullish. That's what I kind of think. I don't know. But I just, I know you asked a direct question, but I'm just saying overall, I don't see things looking too bullish. As far as a shakeout, I don't know if that would cause a shakeout. Like I feel like they're gonna make up some other news as to why the market dropped to cause a shakeout. I don't know if the FOMC will have I hate to say FOMC will have anything to do with that. I feel like the FOMC was just causes to just have sideways actions like no interest rate cuts. It's just interest rates are the same, and it just caused some sideways. I feel like they're going to do something else to make the market drop. But as I said, if I look at the calendar one more time, I feel like we would have to get that's not a calendar, that's a calculator. I feel like we would have to get a run this week, and the drop would have to be later this week or early by the 18th. I'm being real technical with this, y'all. Don't take this as financial advice. I don't have a crystal ball. I'm just saying in my head that I feel like if we do get a run, we'll get a run somewhere time soon. And I feel like it would have to drop, I would say by the 18th, but 24th at the latest. But I don't see us getting a run until the end of June, maybe going into July. But like I said, with me saying all this stuff and articulating why I think I could still be wrong, because I'm just speculating on what I see with my critical thinking. Hopefully I answered your question. I know I went around the world, but Quarter Cross said, "Good morning, bro. Good morning. How you doing? GM. Truth with eyes open. Lunk isn't going anywhere. I like calling it Lunk. Lunk. Real talk. America hates the poor. America hates uh, anybody who isn't over $8 million in net worth. So that's how I feel about that. If you ain't in the top 1%, then they have us all fighting one another. Like I said, between finances and middle class, lower class, and racism, and they use all the stuff and have us slapping one another, and it's just them. They just sitting there with the popcorn. I like using that spoken reasons meme. I don't know if y'all know spoken reason, but that meme when he eating the popcorn, that's what they doing. They just watching all of us fight. Like look at them fighting about racism. Look. They fighting about gun control, and they just. It's a field day for them, man. Bob said, I work with people that have been couch surfing for over a year because their rent doubled and they lost their place. They are not lazy. Exactly. That's what I'm telling people. And did I talk about this on stream? Maybe I don't know if I'm being redundant about this story, but it just, I went running this morning. I keep saying to y'all, by the end of the cycle, I got to get it back because y'all don't realize I'm usually pretty cock diesel. Like I'm a gym rat, but I have not worked out in months. And that's the most embarrassing thing for me to say. But anyway, I went out running this morning, and it's at this park. And when I tell you, it's a nice park for scenery, right? Uh, and we run there or whatever, and there's a pond there. But in the pond, you got your creatures, your ducks, your turtles, and all that kind of stuff, and fish in there because it's a pond. You got your little minnows, fish, tadpoles, all that kind of stuff with the frogs, right? But the fish in there are just fish that are living, whatever. But it makes me sad to see. And I always talk to my lady about how blessed we are. Whether you've made your gains in crypto or not, these people out there fishing these fish for food. And to me, from a person who even comes from not having a lot, the way I grew up, these are not fish that I would consider food. But the society is so bad and the economy is so bad now that these people, and I'm talking about all walks of life, white, black, Mexican, Indian, Asian, Chinese, all out there fishing for these fish, and these would not be classified as food. I'm not talking about, for some of the country people. I'm not talking about crappets and bass, and snapper. These are not the fish that you would consider food. These are pretty colorful looking fish that looks like they just belong out there in society and they have some kind of job to do in the ecosystem, but they're not supposed to be eaten. Maybe people say you can eat all types of fish, but for me, myself, I wouldn't consider them food. But that's where we're at, and I'm, like I said, the first time I saw somebody out there, he looked like, okay, he's homeless, he's down and out, he's struggling. But I see people out there regular, nice clothes, jeans, and jean shorts and nice shoes and shirt, and out there fishing for food. And I thought maybe they were practicing, maybe they weren't, but it's bad. People are not homeless and doing bad because they're lazy. The cost of living is just skyrocketed. It's crazy. I think the median for rent across America, no matter where you are, is 2,400. I think, and so it's pretty bad, man. It's pretty bad. I don't want to go on another tangent, but yeah, Blackmore fam said, great weekend. Oh yeah. Definitely great weekend. I think we're gonna do some big stuff. As you said, any decent YouTube channels like yours that you would think you would be checking out? I used to. Maybe I'll think about some and put them in the group. Oh, well, EA is good. Actually, I think I see his colors somewhere. I can't see because I got stuff in front of my face, but I think that's him in there. EA is good. Everything altcoin. Jay has a pretty good channel too. Everything currency. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't watched that. Now, hopefully, you're not watching. Jay, you not be busy. I haven't watched his channel as much, but I have watched EA's and stuff. So it's a good channel. But to be honest, even for some of the people that I told people in the past about, I almost feel bad. I'm not gonna lie. For people I've recommended in the past, I see them even slowly changing and shilling made up projects and stuff like that. I'm just like, wait a minute, how did you get on this, man? What? But once you start getting up there, you start getting those inside groups, and you start talking about stuff that other people are talking about and shilling bad projects. And like I made this joke on the channel, but I'm in all seriousness, y'all. I literally just met EA. We are not cousins. We are not brothers. I've not known this man since before I came into space. But when I was looking around, I looked at his channel and I was like, okay, he knows stuff like kind of like how I know it and stuff, and the stuff projects he talks about and stuff. So no, this is not some kind of insider uh, conglomerate we got running or whatever. I just met him. Seems like an honest guy. We talk behind the scenes and stuff like that. And I'm sorry, I'm very frank, y'all. Y'all should be used to it on the channel by now. Let's just say this is not because we both black, because I've shielded other channels in the past. Then I'm watching them now, and they're and I'm just like, you doing that thing, you doing the insider thing, you playing with the big boys, shielding these fake projects. Um, I would say George, George is good for hopium. George is some good, and I'm saying this respectfully. Cryptos R Us is great hopium and white noise. I would say that. George has made his money on Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? He got in Bitcoin early. He made his money there, and he's good for hopium to make you feel better when the market is down or whatever. But he can be quite late to a lot of stuff. But he's a good dude. I think he's honest. I don't think I've ever seen him caught up in any kind of scandals or scams. Um, Crypto Casey is good. She talks about the macro. And the stuff that actually she could elaborate better on the stuff that I'm talking about now, the FOMC, the financial markets and stuff. But she's not a shiller. She's probably not going to give you like a lot of tokens or anything. She's not really like that. She's really honest. I'm trying to think. Once again, I'm not trying to act like, oh, I'm the best channel and the only one you should watch. I've given you 3 so far. Crypto Casey, Cryptos R Us, Everything Altcoin. It's just I see a lot of people swaying back and forth, man. I don't know if I could say the name with and feel safe with saying it. Listen, y'all, I can't think about all day. Maybe I'll talk about it in the Patreon, but that's 3 channels I could say. But other ones, I just see people swapping in and out because greed takes over people. Once they start making money, the greed overtakes them and they start doing stuff that I didn't even think they would do. So, yeah, I tried my best there. Crypto Casey, Cryptos R Us, Everything Altcoin. Yeah, man, as soon as I saw the name RNT, I was like, I'm out. Yeah, man, it's just like, I mean, it's too controversial for one. So, you're going to have some people pump it. But when I look to get a meme tokens, I try to get into stuff that I feel like, hey, this thing could keep pushing, like regardless of what happens. I don't want to get stuff just because one influencer talked about it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to do that. I want to have multiple reasons why. And sometimes I'll get this stuff early, like the one we talked about. I'm like, I don't care who talks about it or who doesn't talk about it. I like it. I think he can, do something or whatever. So, yeah, I don't Tate Wildin. He tripping for that one, man. I didn't like that. Bushman said, "Good morning, good stuff over here. Appreciate it. And that was you. Y'all can't see how I see stuff over here. When I'm looking at the chat, I barely can see what some of the comments are. And that's why I keep saying when I'm reading, y'all, I'm not a sped. I can read, but I got stuff in front of my face, and so it's hard to read sometimes. But yeah, that was you. I saw your purple and blue. But yeah, what's up, man? How you doing? Carl has said, "What is your take on Keith Gill back in the market in relation to crypto?" I mean, listen, I see a lot of people like super like negative, like blaming him for the market dumping. I'll say this. I'm gonna talk about crypto and stock. So with the stock, listen, y'all saw them freezing the buys or whatever. So they want to make it look like, see, this is what happened when he comes back. Don't trust this guy. It dumps the market. And that was them dumping the GameStop or whatever, trying to make it like, yeah, when he comes back, this is not your leader anymore or whatever. And they wanted to dump it or whatever. As far as crypto, as many people said, bro, you need to come over to crypto. You know they control that. I mean, there's some people that control it in crypto too, but they control that market. So come over here, crypto, and pump us up over. If you want to help retail out, and you want to help you want to help retail out, and you want to help dumb money, and you want to help the lower people out, come over to crypto. This is where we at. So we're gonna see what happens. He still has to the 21st, and of course he can always extend his options, whatever. Let me tell you something. I'm not the most knowledgeable. I don't option trade and all that kind of stuff. But I believe he has the ability to extend it. But right now the target date is June 21st. I think I'm correct. Um, we gonna see. I don't know. I can't say how much it be correlated. Look, I was out there running. I think my hair still a little dirty, but I will see. We'll see how it plays. I can't really say because people are fickle, man. That's what you got to realize. Crypto is fickle, and people are crypto, and so I wish I can give a better answer. I can't really say, man. I don't know. EA said they're going to think we got a pump and dump circle now. No, we don't. We don't. Yeah, we don't. That's another thing about us. Yeah, we don't get down like that, man. I don't. There's no need. I keep saying, man, you can make your own money. And I even say, when I get my group of some DJ and stuff, sometimes I don't even put my whole allocation in this because I got money that I could, some of these stuff I talk about. When I tell you I can move some of these tokens, I could, but I'll put, I'll slowly like DCA and probably like 30-40%. Nobody else operates like this, bro. It'd be a low market cap. I'll slowly DCA 30, maybe 50% of what I want to put in there, slowly DCA instead of a big buy. Tell the group about it. There's been at least 3 times I told the group even before I made my own buy. Probably 4 times. Like we was buying it together. Like I didn't, most people buy it first and then let the group pump it, but it was like 3 or 4 times. Tell me if I'm lying. Y'all can say it in the chat. He lying. Say Zoe lying. But I'm like, hey y'all, let's go buy this token together, and we all in there trying to get it at the same time or whatever. So no, we don't pump and dump. And like I said, I have money that I can move the market caps of some of these tokens, but I'll let them get in. And after my group gets in, then I'll probably put my other 50% in or whatever, slowly like DCAing. I hate that term because it's A and you got EING, but no, we don't pump and dump. Me and EA don't do that. We not running no scam on nobody. We don't operate like that. Matter of fact, this man, I'm waiting. I'm waiting because I told the group I had this one lady. She said, I'm not gonna say her name. Y'all know I'm straightforward. I was gonna make a video and everything because I don't play that game. People deforming my character. And she was like, "Yeah, I tried to get in the group." He sent me the link, and the link didn't work. And I don't know why the link didn't work. I don't think I've sent this link to anybody that's watching the chat or in the Patreon, and they couldn't click the link and join the group. She said the link wasn't working for her, and so I refunded her. But she ran with the story, telling everybody that I took her money, and what I said, I took her money and didn't let her in the group and blocked her. And she said she was going to tell the story to multiple groups and all this kind of stuff and influencers. And I'm like, I'm pissed off, whatever. So I was going to do it like I do it. Y'all know how I do it. I said, matter of fact, I need everybody at home to applaud me right now. I need an applause because I'm telling you, I don't deal with that. I handled it like the bigger person, what you would say. I emailed her. I said, hey man, I don't like what you're doing. You already talking about you telling groups and other people that I'm a scammer, whatever. And I said, I refunded you like during our conversation. Like, did you not look at your bank account? How did you miss this and talking about I took your money? Anyway, so I sent her the stuff yesterday. I said, look, here's the screenshots and the screen recording. When I do somebody a refund, I screen record me sending the refund and the money coming out of the Patreon account, right? So I sent the information. Before I sent her the information, she said, if you send me the information and I was wrong, I'm going to do a public apology. I'm waiting for my public apology. I'm waiting for it. Because you out here telling everybody I'm a scammer and I took your money. Mom, I don't need your $100, y'all. I keep telling y'all that. I don't need your $100. And what I said, I told the group, I had to preface it. My whole thing was, I'm a movie maker. So I have these storylines in my head. Like I be trying to create my little script. And I told y'all and when I started this, I said, I want to be like, Rowan Kitty. I want to help people change their lives and make life-changing money. What happened there? And make life-changing money. Yeah, my whole goal was this for all the people that joined my Patreon at the end of the cycle. I was going to give all y'all your money back. That was my goal. I was like, I just want to see who's serious about, their investing in themselves. And I was going to give y'all all your money back. But like I said, I gotta pay taxes on it, so I can't get the money back. I'm sorry, I gotta keep the money, so because I gotta pay taxes, you know. So they gotta see the 1099 and all that stuff. But yeah, that was my goal. I was like, ain't nobody trying to take nobody's $100. I was like, man, you out here tripping. And the thing is, I didn't even know. Apparently, it was just sitting on my channel on like a couple of my videos for like 3 weeks now. And somebody brought it to my attention, like, "Hey, did you see this comment? All these comments on your videos?" And I'm like, "No, I didn't see that." So, man, I was ticked off, man. I'm still a little ticked off. I'm waiting for my public apology. If you're watching, I'm waiting for it because I sent the refund back right as we were talking during the conversation before the conversation was over. So it's an interesting space, man. It's an interesting space, man. But listen, I always keep my receipts and my paper trails, man. Ashwin said, "Bro, even if I did not join your Patreon, you are really helpful for me. So thanks for that." Oh, appreciate it, man. I try to help people out, man, and try to bring y'all as much information as you need. Um, but yeah, I've been talking a while. I didn't even eat breakfast. I wonder if is my lady watching. Are we having pancakes? Because I really want some pancakes. But let me get out of here. I need to go get something to drink and eat some breakfast because we went running. I didn't even eat anything. But yeah, anyway, if you do want to join the Patreon, it is at patreon.com/cryptozo. Maybe I should put this in the comments earlier, but most time I don't really be thinking about this. But there you go, patreon.com/cryptozo. And what we got here? Like I said, bro, enjoy your breakfast. Yeah, I'm about to. I want pancakes. Hopefully, I'm having pancakes. I think she's watching. We can make them together though. But anyway, let me get out of here. Patreon.com/cryptozo. Hopefully you guys have a good day. This is a good week. And if, like I said, if you didn't catch it earlier, it's going to be volatile right now. The market's going to be down. The FOMC meetings, they're waiting to see what happens, what's announced at the meeting, and we'll see how the market moves. And I'm going to see y'all next time.